Financial mastery. Financial mastery for the business owner is really about using your numbers to manage your business and to understand how you make money and where your expenses are and all kinds of other things. So let's talk about a couple of ways and a couple of items that you use in order to create financial mastery. Starting with a budget. Do you have a budget for this coming year that includes profit? So have you started your budget for your upcoming year or the rest of this year and put how much money you want to make at on the bottom line and worked backwards? So that would be the very first thing, is start with a budget that you start with profit first and work backwards. Next, I want to talk a little bit about the couple of reports that you use. So I'm going to use QuickBooks as an example as of an accounting software package that a lot of business owners use. So the reports that you can get out of something like QuickBooks or Peachtree or something like that are your profit and loss. How every month are you running a profit and loss or an income statement that'll tell you how well you did as far as did you make money every month. Your balance sheet is really a snapshot in time. So the minute that you hit your balance sheet, that is just a snapshot in time. And a cash flow forecast. This to me as a business owner is one of the most important things. Have you ever run into an issue where you're running low on cash? Because really cash is king. So if you think about it, I know with me, I paid my payroll taxes quarterly. So what would happen to me every quarter was I would get this big bill and then I'd have to come up, make sure I had enough money to pay it. And of course it always snuck up on me. So what really helped me was creating a cash flow forecast. What that says is, this is the cash that I think I'm going to have coming in. Here's the cash I believe is going to go out. And I forecast it out for 8 weeks. Some people do it for a quarter. But that way I'm able to see 8, 10, 12 weeks out, what are the things that I'm going to need to pay, so that if I see I'm running short of cash or might run short of cash, there are things I can do about it right now. So that's why the cash flow forecast is so important to me. And a couple of calculations that you can do in your business are, what is your break even? So how much money do you need to make in order to cover all of your expenses, basically? That is your break even. And there's a nice calculation that you can do with that. But if you don't know what your break even is, today might be a good day to figure that out. The other thing is, what is your gross profit? I will use my business as an example. So I owned an olive oil store where I sold olive oil by the bottle. So part of my gross profit is I sold a bottle of olive oil, and I had to then pay for my cost of goods. So for every bottle of olive oil I sold, I have to pay for the oil. I have to pay for the bottle. I have to pay for the cork. I had to pay for all the label. I had to pay for those things for every bottle that I sold. So that is my gross profit. It is what I sold it for minus what it cost me to produce that thing. My net profit, however, took into consideration all my other expenses, such as my rent and my phone, that no matter how much I sold, I still had to pay those expenses. And that was my net profit. So that's another calculation that you can do. So you start with a budget. There's some reports you should be running monthly. Here are a couple calculations that you can make. And if you need a little help understanding these, click on our website and fill out the contact form and put those in there, and we'll be happy to get back to you and help you through it.